I'm Firas Al Raisi, and this is my best friend and business partner, Razan Al Malki.
We're both students from Oman on a scholarship to do law in the University of Leicester.
Photography is one of our main passions. It was January 2012 when we actually thought of starting a photography business.
We just had bought our equipment and started our own little studio. And we thought it's about time that we called this team Luminosity Production. Normally not many people work in teams. There is usually like a photographer and a bunch of assistants, but we never saw each other that way. Like there is no leader and follower.
Yeah, we both help each other out. In a way, we complete each other. But that's basically what Luminosity is. It's either her ideas and my application, or my ideas and her application put together to make one product. Coming to Leicester, after getting our camera, I was actually alone. Razan wasn't here. I had no friends, no one, so I basically roamed around Leicester and took pictures of the streets, of the flowers, of the people, and I went to places that I never went to and just took pictures over there.
We kind of discovered Leicester through the pictures that we've taken around the city.
I would define a picture as showing something in your own way using a camera. It's not capturing a moment in time like people usually say. I see that a bit different. I'm trying to create something when I take a photograph. One of my favorite styles of photography is studio photography. I actually fell in love as soon as we bought that kit. Everything I want to do in a studio. Or I want to do it outdoors, but using my studio equipment. Because with the studio lights, there's just that punch in the image, which you don't usually get with natural light. So artificial light adds a lot to your image. Another type of photography I like is macro photography. I like shooting small things, making them look big. A recipe for a perfect picture would be to have good composition, the lighting, making sure it's perfect. But then with us, we actually tend to deviate from those basic elements sometimes. Even though there's recipes, the same with food. You have to play with it, try something new and see how it turns out. And another main ingredient to taking a picture is making sure that it has a story. Make sure that it speaks to your audience. If it doesn't, even if it has everything, all the ingredients, but then there's no spices, then it might not taste the same.
A lot of the pictures we see today on TV or on newspapers, magazines, or on the internet are highly edited and heavily photoshopped. We don't approve of that image of perfection that is being fed to us by the media, but then we feel like we have to do it to be able to fit in the professional photography business.
People are beautiful, just the way they are, and hopefully the media would actually change their perception in the future. Razan inspires me a lot because looking at her and the way she thinks is very, very creative, and I admire that about her. So I sometimes actually try to compete with her and to get to her level of creativity. I don't imagine things a lot. My brain works differently than hers. I apply things, she imagines things. I take the picture, I edit it, and then I see if I like it. But unlike her, she sees the picture even before she takes it.
Firas has taught me a lot throughout our experience together from working together. He knew a lot more about cameras than I did. I barely knew anything. He taught me everything about it. Like when he had the camera with him over the summer, and when I came back, he kind of taught me what each button does, what each function, and how does it work. And just being part of a team or having a partner makes you feel so supported and helps you going forward with what you're doing.
What we learned from each other is that the more we stick together and the more we share with each other, the more we can manage through everything. Whether that being money, ideas, or sharing our talents, as long as we're together, we can manage through everything. There's probably millions of photographers. Each of them think in a different way. Each of them show images in a different way. So hopefully one of these days we can be on top of those few million photographers.
Hopefully.